emergency. Let me give you another example. Because they are talking about pipeline being breached, this and that. When they organized the local government election in Rivers State, secretariats were burned by people who were against the governor. Somebody was caught with a bomb. He detonated it, he wounded him. They traced him, they knew him, they arrested him. What has happened to him? To date, nothing. People went, arsonists, who were loyal to the appointees of the president, burnt down the secretariat in open glare. Nobody was arrested. Why? No state of emergency was declared. Why? And then, now you have peace. You're saying you are declaring a state of emergency. The governor, when they refused to come and see him, went to honor the ultimatum. And yet, they locked the gate against him. And yet, Tinubu is giving it as an example. And he's calling the governor. Which governor? The governor that said he is going to obey everything about the Supreme Court judgment and has obeyed all. And you're still calling him. That means you have a sinister motive to overthrow this government by force. And that is exactly what he did. Deploying the military. Because that deployment is against the judgment of the Supreme Court, which is an impeachable offense for a president to move against the judgment of the Supreme Court. The Supreme Court is very clear. No money should be spent, and they even stopped the allocation to that state. So saying that you will unilaterally make a law to overrule the Supreme Court and give the money of Rivers people to a sole administrator who is not even from their state, who is not even elected by them, means that you want to use your power, which is military power, as the commander-in-chief of the armed forces. You want to use the armed forces to steal the money of Rivers people and use it and give to your stooges, because there is no law that covers it. So what happened in Rivers State is a coup, and Nigerians must rise against this. The president of South Korea, like I said, was removed and is facing trial for declaring a martial law upon the country. So Tinubu ought to be removed and ought to be facing trial for treason. This is the treason we're talking about, not arresting children who do not know anything about anything